It's a shark that's so small it eats cells. I guess even the big ones eat cells. They just eat more of them at the same time. That's terrifying. I'm not sure what that creature is, but we're going to do our best to avoid it. But currently we're 29.2 micrometers long, which isn't very big as far as sharks are concerned. Luckily, I have a solution for that. We're going to keep ramming things down our mouth, and eventually we're going to be so big we swallow the universe in its entirety. And we can actually kind of see what our shark looks like at this point. He finally has some personality and face and teeth. So that big wormy idiot better watch out, because I'm coming for him soon. And it's not going to stop there. I'm going to eat everything. I'm not going to stop until the universe is gone. I don't know where Idiot himself is gone. He seems to have left now that I got big. But we're into the hundreds of micrometers now, so we're like the size of... Oh, there he is. Got him. Oh, there we go. We got the infamous zoom out. Now we're that much bigger. We can eat all of these things. 250 micrometers. Pretty soon we're going to be a millimeter big. These are zooplankton, so they're the microscopic plankton that lots of big whales eat. Look at that furry moron. 400 micrometers. We're getting bigger. Pretty soon we're going to be eating the furry idiots as well. Almost 500 micrometers. I've never been so excited to be so small. Here we go. Stalking our prey. Open wide. Got him. In their defense, they don't have brains. But then to balance that out, neither do I. So it's kind of a hopeless battle. It's kind of like watching a dog bark at his shadow. Nothing's really going to happen, but he's going to keep trying. And that's a big pink creature who just danced by. But we're a millimeter big. 1 millimeter. That's at least a size some of us can somewhat visualize. Coming up on 2 millimeters, all by eating very, very tiny little things. But when we started, even these were absolutely enormous compared to us. You wouldn't even be able to see us anymore. And at 3 meters, we can eat these. They look so scared. These are another form of plankton. They must just be a bigger plankton. A bigger, pinker plankton. But you know me, I don't discriminate. If it exists, it's going in my mouth. Preferably in massive, unimaginable quantities. And there's a bigger one. I feel like we're just playing Spore at this point. That thing's gonna chase me around. Transparent Whisker Dog is gonna die a horrible death as soon as I'm big enough to put him in. We're 1 centimeter now, so we're little, well, we're about half an inch. So we're not the biggest shark you've ever seen, but we're going to be. 1.5 centimeters, get in my mouth. And you, okay, that's like a full-on shrimp at this point, a krill. There's so much to eat here. It makes it so easy. It takes all the legwork out of it. And we zoomed out again. We can't quite eat that yet, but you can see we're getting close because we're pretty big. 4.2 centimeters. We're big relatively speaking, but we're still a million times bigger than where we started. And it won't be long till even this would be microscopic compared to how we're gonna look. 6 centimeters, that might be enough for the bigger shrimp. Not quite, they're still chasing me. That's okay. Ah, there we go. I want them to feel brave and powerful. That when we eat them, it's the ultimate shock. Then they're mostly just digested into goo. At least I assume that's what happens when an imaginary shark eats something. And we zoomed out again. Oh, we got real fish now. And penguins. Oh, there's so many adorable things to eat now. This is actually reasonably dangerous because I'm surrounded by things that can and will hurt me like that. But I shouldn't need to be too much bigger before we can start eating the fishies. There it is. Got it. We're 20 centimeters big. As long as we don't get hurt, we'll maintain our size and should be able to pick out the smaller of the fish. Otherwise known as the weaker, or perhaps the children. Wait for it. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. There we go. We're just gorging on everything now. King of the ocean. So this level, we're basically just sliding down a cloud, eating penguins as we go, and I'm just here for the ride. I found that just as confusing as you did, but now we're eating birds straight out of the air like any professional shark should. Okay, I got it now. Penguins are going down. We're going to make the penguin species extinct entirely, and we're going to do it in 5 minutes. Alright, we zoomed out. We're a 1 meter shark, which as far as sharks go isn't huge, but pretty soon we'll be eating polar bears. And if you're not excited about eating polar bears, you're just a liar. Oh, I got a polar bear. Perfect. Now we're getting the size we need. We're eating the baby polar bears at least to start, but they're probably the most tender. We zoomed out. I hear a helicopter. The polar bears have summoned helicopter support for some reason. That's fine. They can try. They're all doomed. I am now a 4 meter shark that's eating sea lions or whatever these are. And also those, I think they're narwhals. I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist. I'm just here to eat everything that gets in my way. Even the things that don't, like giant squids. 8 meter shark. We're enormous already. This is probably about the biggest shark in the world. And we've got a long ways to go. You'd think by now they'd have evolved to avoid me. Because inevitably I eat them. No matter what happens, they're mine. Probably also because I've developed some pretty cool evolutionary skills where I can digest anything and it adds nutrition to me. I don't think polar bears realistically would fare well underwater with sharks. Sharks seem to be a little bit more maneuverable. And then they would be able to spin the polar bears in circles if they wanted to and push them off the map. And then eat them anyways. Oh, they finally brought in the military for some support. The orcas must be getting nervous. So we're gonna need some of these big white seal-looking guys. Oh, the orcas are next, and then those jets. Okay, orcas are going down. We're now a 7-meter shark. We're now an 8-meter shark. Coming up on a 9-meter shark. So yeah, we're about the biggest shark in the world. At least I'm pretty sure we are. If not, we're going to be. We're now a 10-meter shark. They can eat jets right out of the air. That would be a deeply alarming thing for the world. But for me, it's just another day of fun. Oh, we're competing with the big whales now. We can eat the giant squids. So if you guys could stop eating the squids, that would be great. You're really just prolonging your suffering. You might as well get this over with. Ah, that's better. All right, whales, get in my mouth. We're now a 16, 17, 18-meter shark who will stop at nothing to eat absolutely... Oh, helicopters and icebergs and helicopters. I like eating tourists the best. Okay, I can't eat the giant planes flying by yet, but that's okay. We're going to get there. We're a 45-meter shark. I'm pretty sure that's bigger than megalodons were, but by like a lot. And we're eating whole jets now. We can't eat the biggest of islands, but just about. I mean, think how colossal those whales are. Those are giant gray whales, and they're the size of our teeth. How many people are on a jumbo jet? Like 300? That's like 60 families. Oh, look, it's our friends from before. They're out to get me this time, but I'm the captain here. They can chase me all they want. I know their strategy. I was them. Want to one more thing? We're going to be 101 meters. And we're so big, we're back to eating some of the islands now. As long as those guys stop nibbling on me. There's another iceberg, and we'll get some more planes. Nothing to worry about here. Just a little shark and a giant goldfish. I wonder at what point I can eat those other idiots. Because as much as I enjoy eating planes, I want to move on to bigger, better things in my mouth. Oh, I can eat the ships now, so we'll put on size. There we go. You're going in my mouth, and you're going in my mouth. The world's biggest dolphin and goldfish have been consumed. We are a 270-meter shark, so we're coming up on 1,000 feet long, which I'm pretty sure would be far and away the biggest animal ever, probably in the entire universe. So many icebergs. They must be very nutrient-dense for me to want to eat them. This is a very lean diet of just belugas and icebergs. Alright, things are definitely going to escalate here. Right now, we just avoid the penguins, eat the little mackerels, whatever they are, just generically called fish. We'll take a few birds out of the sky as well. And already we're up to about 1/2 meter long, which probably means we could eat penguins, realistically. But this game, it's on the border of what's realistic. But now we can start eating them. Look, they'll just deliver themselves to us. I'll just sit here like this and wait. Thank you. Thank you. Give me one more. Thank you. Yeah, that's unrealistic. Sharks aren't that polite. Now I'm competing with those idiots, but pretty soon they're going to be my meal delivery system. I hope I can eat them soon. I'm getting tired of eating penguins. They're adorable and all, but I need bigger food sources. There we go. Those guys are going to add big. Yeah, they add like 0.3 meters each, so we're going to get colossally big. And there's a lot of them out there. They're clearly thriving, and then we get belugas. They're going to add even more size because they're even bigger and more adorable. There's no escaping me now. It's begun. I'm already a 10-meter shark, which is absolutely enormous as far as basically anything is concerned. Oh, we can get right to the bigger whales. I love a transition like that. We can't eat the blue whales yet, but we can eat the gray ones. We'll take out some icebergs while we're waiting, and there we go. The blue whales are going down too. The biggest animal that's ever existed, and we're putting them in our mouth and swallowing them. And the oil refinery goes down. I feel like this is going to be the shark that ends the world. There's not much left to eat now except just a few boats. We are a 200-meter shark, so that's not small. Okay, this is it. The big maneuver. We're going from eating phytoplankton at 27 micrometers big all the way to the grande shark. So to sit back and enjoy the ride, I'm going to force things down my mouth until we get so big that nothing has to be forced. Alright, we're now fighting creatures because we're up to 114 micrometers. But keep it coming. I can't remember what point we eat the bigger things. But that's okay, because we'll get there and we'll get there quickly. There we go. Get in my mouth. You guys are worth much more protein to me, so we're going to get ripped. And we've grown up one more time. Now we're going to be moving on to the big pink idiots again. But you can measure us in millimeters finally, so we're getting big. Coming up on 2 millimeters before you know it, and then I think we can eat the pink idiots as well. I don't even know it's even worth it to eat these guys anymore. I don't know what I'm supposed to be eating. I'm just kind of zoning out and putting things in my mouth. I picture this is what a typical day in the ocean is like. Just everything, eating everything as quickly as it can. Because you're either eating something or you're being eaten. There we go. We're officially over 1 centimeter. Oh, we can eat these things now too. Great. I get so excited when we put bigger things in there. 4 centimeters, we zoomed out again. Now look how small they are compared to us. They used to be giant and intimidating. There was a point when they would be so big they would take up the entire screen. Now they're as big as our eyeballs. Alright, after 7 centimeters, I think we're able to eat the shrimpy morons. Coming up in 10 centimeters as we eat the prawns. Yep, those had lots of size. The fish, I think we'll try and eat us, but we'll eat the prawns, we'll get so big, we'll eat the fish, then we'll eat the penguins, and then we'll eat everything. Okay, we've eaten enough of them, we can start to get the smaller fish. I just need to be careful, because if I take damage, I will shrink. But I think we're starting to get some pretty good size, so I think we're eating medium-sized fish now. We ate whatever that was. We zoomed out again, so now we're big enough to at least look at polar bears. We can't eat them yet. And barrel time, because we're up to 1.4 meters. Each one of those adds 0.8 meters. I pushed the rest of the barrels off the map because I'm stupid. But pretty soon it's going to be baby polar bear time. I've got my eyes on you.
Ooh, a whole family of penguins.
Okay, and baby polar bears are fair game now. We're that big. 2-meter sharks can eat baby polar bears, and now, well, not quite the big ones, but pretty close. Now we can eat the bigger ones. Now things are gonna escalate. Here's all my missing barrels. There goes the polar bear family, and we can eat these guys and those guys. There we go. Now we're putting on the size we need. And we can now eat the squids that are even bigger. We're competing with the gray whales because we're up to about 10 meters. So we'll just avoid them for a sec. We'll eat all those idiots. We're going to get so big soon we won't even be able to see the polar bears. And now we're eating the gray whales in their entirety. Like, that was actually like 50% of the entire species. I'm just here to do as much damage to the oceans as I possibly can. And the planes are making a comeback, and so are these. But we're so big now that we can't even see things like polar bears anymore. Even the gray whales are pretty small. Gotta be careful with the islands. I want to eat them all, not push them off the map, because I'm pretty sure they're a colossal amount of food for me. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be focusing on at this point. I'm so big it's almost laughable, really. There we go, my friends are back. Ow. Alright, so I just gotta pick my battles carefully, not jump through those. Gotta get the planes out of the sky. The ships are kind of annoying. And my friends are like heat-seeking missiles. They're just trying to eat me at all times. I don't blame them. That's pretty much what I trained them to do. But it won't be long now. They will be inside me. Okay, I'm able to eat the bigger boats now, which means those two idiots will be coming soon. I just gotta get the boats before they do. Oh, I accidentally ate the goldfish. Yeah, you scared? You worried? You should be. You've been chasing me around for the past 10 minutes. Now you're gooified inside me. There we go, we're even bigger now. Where are we going? We're 327 meters. Is it worth it to eat this stuff, or we got a little bit of size? Oh, we're eating our way to the core of the world. Oh, I see. We're 1.3 kilometers big now. Gotta eat all that, and we can eat that now. There we go. We're 2 kilometers big. We're the size of a small country, and now we're eating the magma earth itself. Great. This is exactly what I wanted. We gotta keep going and going and going. We're 39 kilometers big. We've eaten pretty much the outer crust of the earth. We can still do better, though. We're just gonna keep going back and forth. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, yeah, we're getting big now. We're 500 kilometers across. We're 1.5 megameters. I don't know what those are, but we're actually going to eat the entire world. We'll just keep circling. There we go. Now we're in space. We're eating chunks of the Earth itself. I knew we could do it. Is that the moon? Oh, yeah. We've eaten the moon.